Hello, guys. Welcome, everybody, to Purple A's podcast. I am your host, who bleeds purple and gold, Isaac here. So, everybody, the Vikings free agency, I don't know if it's ended or not, but I came to react to the news of the Vikings signings and what they addressed. And let me tell ya, boy, oh boy, it was like, I don't even know where. Okay, you know what? Actually, that's a lie. I know where to start from here. So, to start off with the first day, the first couple of signings were a bit underwhelming. I mean, there were a couple re-signs where they re-signed Aaron Jones, the running back, and they signed punter Ryan Wright. So, they're going to stay in Minnesota for a bit. And then they signed a couple of other free agents yesterday. Not really like big names that I was really saying, like they got cornerback from the Philadelphia Eagles, Isaiah Rodgers, who's a more of like a slot, like nickel set kind of cornerback. So I mean he's more of like a special package kind of guy. So I mean he won't be bad. He's not really a bad addition to the Vikings. And then they got safety Bubba Bolden. Never heard of this guy before. So I mean, it was a bit underwhelming to start, It was a bit underwhelming. We were all thinking. And then last night, I mean, it wasn't in the morning, but last night, I thought they ended the first day on a high note. They signed center Ryan Kelly from the Indianapolis Colts. And this is going to be he's a veteran, but he's a good replacement for Garrett Bradbury. Because I am done seeing Garrett Bradbury, and Kwesi recognized it and said, that's enough. We've seen enough of Garrett Bradbury. We want Ryan Kelly. And so he addressed the center position in free agency, and that's really, really good. And they also re-signed Byron Murphy Jr. Could go either way with Byron Murphy Jr., so I'm fine with keeping Murphy Jr. He's improved in the 2024 season than 23 moving forward, so I do like Byron Murphy Jr. And then I woke up this morning with even more amazing news that the Vikings made in free agency. They signed a guard from the Indianapolis Colts, which is one of my top three players on the wish list. They got guard Will Fries. Oh my gosh. And he is still in his prime. He's like 26-year-old. He's good at run blocking. He's good at pass blocking. And Ryan Kelly, he's just as good as what you expected. They were both stars for the Indianapolis Colts offensive linemen. They were a big fan. They were pretty good for the Indianapolis Colts in those years. And I mean, I like these signings a lot. This means, so they basically addressed some of the interior offensive line, which is what I said. Because Sam Darnold was, I believe, the top 5 most sacked quarterback in the 24 season. And what did Kwesi do? Got interior offensive line. And with good protection for J.J. McCarthy, that is what I am talking about. That is what you need. You need bullies up there that are going to protect J.J. McCarthy like it's no tomorrow. I absolutely love it. And on the other side of the trenches, the Vikings got 2 defensive tackles. 2. And yes, albeit it wasn't Milton Williams, which the Minnesota Vikings didn't match that offer. So the New England Patriots, they took that. They took Milton Williams up for grabs already, which I was disappointed, but it made up for it. But I'm still happy with these signings. They signed defensive tackle Jonathan Allen from the Washington Commanders. This dude, I mean, great signing. He was visiting the Vikings, which I heard. I mean, I'm like, okay, maybe he could be a good consolation prize. I like Jonathan Allen. I think this dude will absolutely be great. And defensive tackle Javon Hargraves previously of the 49ers. He was basically a very big part of the dynamic players that the 49ers had in the trenches for their 7-man. Javon Hargraves was a good part of it. And both Jonathan Allen, Javon Hargraves, those are upgrades over, maybe they could possibly be over Jerry Tillery and Harrison Phillips. I think those two could be great. Great signings. Jonathan Allen got signed to like a 3-year, $60 million. And Javon Hargraves was not that expensive, but Wolf Rise, it was worth it. 5 years for $88 million. I think that's a pretty good price for a guard like that. And this was a great free agency, dude. This was great. They already won it. Because they addressed the offensive line, the interior offensive line, man. Which you needed to do, because we knew you needed guards, and you needed a center, and you needed the interior defensive line. Because we knew we had to win a Super Bowl if you did that. If you got more bullies and more muscle up there in the trenches. And what do you know? Kwesi Adofo-Mensah does it. Man, this was a good free agency, man. They already won it, and it's already 2 days in. I am so excited for this team. This makes this team, all these signings that I just mentioned, they make this team so much better. They make it so much better than what they were. And they were 14-3. Think about that. They were 14-3 with this. With the previous, when they didn't sign these players. And with J.J. McCarthy. Oh, man. I can't speak in the words how excited I am, man. At this point, give Kwesi Adofo-Mensah an extension now. Because right now, what they're currently paying him, it's not enough money. He needs to get paid more. Because I trust whatever he is going to do. Because I just get not just kick back, and say, what is he doing, Where in previous years, it was like that. The past is the past. The present is the present. And Kwesi Adofo-Mensah, oh man, I just can sit back and relax and watch him make moves and say, they need to do this and need to do that. And I will always expect him to do that every single free agency or draft. Oh, man, what a day. Let's go, man. What a free agency. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Skull Vikings.